Hello, my name's Andy Palmer, and I'm the Chief Executive of the Cambridgeshire Deaf Association. So today we've got a special guest. And who that special guest? It's Leah. Leah, she is going to be presenting a cooking show at the Key Theatre on the 13th of September, 6:30 p.m. Okay, so first off, welcome Leah.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I could have slept better, but
Okay, so what's keeping you awake at the moment?
oh, my little baby. But that's life.
Yeah, that's life. How old's the baby?
She's 2 now,
Oh, okay.
but she still sleeps with her mum.
Okay, don't worry. You've only got 16 more years to go.
Okay.
Okay, so lovely to see you.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you as well. You're looking well.
Thank you. I shaved my head especially this morning for this.
For me? You shaved
Yeah,
for me?
of course, of course.
Especially. Wow.
I hope there's not too much reflection that's blinding you.
I can see the light reflection on your head.
Okay, so today we're discussing, because we want to promote your cooking show. Your cooking show, and that's, I feel that Peterborough's lucky to have you.
Thank you. I am a little bit nervous though, I have to let you know. I am nervous.
Nervous about what though? Tell me more.
Well, I'm nervous because it's the first time ever I'm doing this with an audience that aren't just fully deaf. So there will be hearing and wow. But there'll be a few deaf as well. But a hearing audience, whew, it means that things are improving. So it's good.
Okay, good, bravo. So, really, you're going to be performing, presenting in the Key Theatre. Now, the Key Theatre really is, I'd say, famous locally. It's a famous local Peterborough. It's well known. Everyone knows it here, the Key Theatre. So, what's going on? Are you going to be cooking?
Well, I have a small secret to tell you.
Okay.
The Key Theatre, I've never actually been.
Whoa.
So the cooking show is going to be the first time that I've actually gone to that theatre. So it's very exciting to be involved in such a special occasion. And it'll be my first time at that theatre. So yeah, I'm excited. I look forward to doing it. But don't worry, I'll be dancing. No, 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 no. I will be just signing. So I'll be showing us some food that we've cooked and the audience will be watching. Hopefully they'll be saying wow, and I'll have a voiceover as well.
Wonderful. So, you're going to be signing and then you're
Yeah.
going to have a voiceover
Yes. Yeah.
for the hearing audience. Understood. Beautiful. So, what's your thing? What's your food style? It's not junk food, is it?
No.
So, it's the opposite of junk food.
Yeah, so my focus is on a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating. So it means I'm focusing on plant-based, and whatever I eat is focused kind of around that, around the plants. So not the other way around. The problem in the UK is, and the world, is that we all eat with the focus of meat as, a main part of it, and carbs, and then just a small amount of vegetables, and it really needs to be swapped over. So it depends on what protein you choose as well. And then really, I believe food is medicine.
But hang on a sec. Protein. So, protein obviously develops muscles and body structure. Everybody is going to the gym and they're insisting on having lots of protein, but you can get that in plants.
Yeah, so avocado, spinach, nuts, seeds all have proteins. Lentils as well. All the kind of bean family have proteins in them.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So some people don't realise if you're eating plant-based food all the time, morning, lunch, Really, it's too much protein. So much protein, nuts, seeds, spinach, all of it together. So it's quite interesting, that fact.
I think most people out there in the general public think that protein, they just think about chicken.
Yeah.
That's it. Or, okay, maybe they
Yeah.
think about steaks. Those two things, those two choices. There's more then.
Yeah. And I don't blame them. The meat industry have done so well at advertising that fact. But the problem is that as a society, we eat too much meat. Too much. We think we should eat meat in the morning, at lunchtime. No. It needs to be less. But that's, a presentation for another time.
That's interesting. So I should go and watch your show then.
Yes.
Definitely. It'll benefit people like me, you think? English diet, had it all my life. Always meat, carbs, and then a little bit of veg that I'm trying to make as small as possible or not at all.
Yeah, I will talk to you about that later. We'll have a conversation. That's naughty.
Okay, so just to let everyone know at home, the date is the 13th of September.
Yeah.
It's in the evening from 6:30 till 8.
Yes.
Tickets are free.
Yeah.
And you can buy them online at the Key Theatre website. Go online, have a look, and you can order them. They're free. Or CDA have tickets. Contact us.
Brilliant.
And
Yeah.
we can sort it out for you. So now then, we're going to go more of a deep dive about you.
Me? Okay.
You.
Come on then.
So let's just talk about your journey and your history in the kind of food world. How did you become passionate about cooking and about healthy lifestyles and healthy eating?
So really, when I was younger, I was always interested in cooking. I remember when I was about 8 years old learning how to cook an egg. And then when I was about 12 years old, I remember cooking a massive salmon, and it had pastry and spinach inside. And I was 12, I was doing that myself. So I've always been interested in food. I had the opportunity to go to a culinary school for 6 weeks and learn how to cook professionally in a professional kitchen. And I went for 6 weeks and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. I went twice a week, so twice every week, really exciting. And then in 2020, obviously we had lockdown. So a person had said to me, do you want to create some cooking videos for the deaf community? We could upload them. And I thought, yes. So I started there. People were asking me to create cooking workshops and people would watch online. And that, for lockdown, well, when it stopped, this year I went to my first festival, face-to-face cooking workshop, and they asked me to come back again. So yeah, it's those kind of things that started, it's a long journey, but it's why I'm here now.
Wonderful. I know you've worked with CDA in the past.
Yes, you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Before lockdown. So anyway, so now you live not far from Peterborough in Cambridgeshire. You're in the area, really. You're a local girl.
I am a local person. I never thought I'd say that for Peterborough because I've always lived in London.
Welcome. Have you got your CDA membership?
CDA membership card, no.
We'll have to sort that out for you.
There you go, there's my money.
So, your creativity, innovation, when you create a recipe and make it delicious and healthy as well, how do you come up with it?
So for me, it's not about creative ideas. It's more about what we can make that's easy, that's quick, because I'm a busy mum of 2. So I know that, we don't have a lot of time to be creating all these things. So we're just trying to focus on healthy food for the family that they can eat as well. So we don't have a lot of time to think, oh, maybe this or maybe that. What could I make for this week? We're busy. So we want something that's quick to create, that's nutritionally healthy and focused on the basics.
So you notice when you say the word nutrition and healthy lifestyles, have you noticed yourself that if you eat bad that you feel bad? If you eat good, you feel good? Is that true?
Yes, there's definitely a connection with that.
Does it affect your mood?
Yeah, so your mood changes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, or even a day later, it's all related. That's why lots of nutritional experts will agree that you should do a food diary. Let us know what you've been eating and how you felt that day. And then after a month or so, we can have a look back. And we can see the connections. I felt good if I ate good that day. I felt better. Yeah, so it's definitely connected.
Really? And have you experienced that situation where you've eaten bad and you felt bad, and you eat good or you feel good? Is that something you've experienced? So what foods, generally speaking, make you feel good?
So salads, lots of different vegetables, natural yogurt with fruit and nuts makes me feel good. If I've had, a bad day and I'm moody and I feel annoyed, maybe I'll go to the cafe and get a cup of tea and a cake and I'll eat it. And I will feel worse 20 minutes later. And then, because I'll have a sugar crash. And when I'm home 1 hour later, I'll just be tired. So that's why you have to remember that balance is important and self-control.
So the battle really is inside the mind, right?
200%, yeah.
200%. Wow, I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know for myself, so speaking from personal experience, I know, roughly speaking, what's healthy. Greens, salads, fresh food. I know that. But it's almost like there's someone good sitting on this shoulder, like an angel, and the devil sitting on that one. And this one always wins, the devil. This one's telling me to go to McDonald's or to eat chocolate or whatever. How can I make sure the angel wins?
But really, you never say no. You don't restrict yourself fully. So you maybe twice a week you could have something, but maybe better if you go out. So when you're at home, you don't have sugars, sweets, biscuits, nothing like that. I don't. So the only sugar that we've got is like coconut sugar for baking. So when I want to create something, that's all I've got.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry to interrupt. Coconut sugar? What on earth?
Well, I'm sorry, you'll have to research it yourself, but yeah, coconut sugar. You have molasses. There's so many different types of, good sugars out there in the shops, but you can't eat too much. So the coconut sugar I prefer because it's low in glucose index. So really, it doesn't affect your glucose level too much.
Okay.
So my daughter, she was very secretly putting it into her natural yogurt. So when I was upstairs, she was putting it all in and then eating it really quickly. I know there's too much because when I tried it, when I scooped it out and tried it, it was so sweet. So I had to tell her off. My daughter was like, oh, but it's better to treat yourself when you go out. So that way, when you go out, it's time to kind of treat yourself, and that's how to manage it. Don't say no, because then it will be difficult to start.
Okay, so really, what we're saying is plan your treats. Don't just take what you want. I want it now. Plan it. So this week, say Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to go and have something nice. I'm going to go out and treat myself because I deserve it, right?
Of course, you work hard. So So you can plan, one night to go for dinner, eat whatever you want if you go out with friends, but then next week eat healthy, go for a walk, do some exercise. You need a balance.
Good. Okay, so let's change the topic. Let's talk about deaf cooks and deaf chefs. Recently, we've all noticed it looks like there's been some successes. The Punk Chef, his food truck in London, has been drawing the crowds. That's amazing. Also, on TV, we've got Yvonne from Yummer Food.
Yeah, you saw the one on the signing. It was like the sign TV. Did you see it?
No, I missed that.
Oh, you should watch it. It was really good. I was laughing. It was very funny.
So we've seen some amazing, beautiful success stories with BSL in the cooking world. So explain to me, for a deaf chef like yourself, what are the additional challenges that you have? What are the extra barriers for a deaf chef?
Wow, that's a really good question. So, lots of cooking workshops. Some people, for example, just as an example, so if they're from South Korea or, and they want to learn about cooking, maybe about kimchi, I want to learn about it because it's not a British food, but it's a South Korean food, it's theirs. So really, I want to have a look because it's got probiotics in it and I know it's very good for your gut. So how would I understand it? I know if I go on Zoom, I could watch it and learn, but how? Or if I was face to face, I wouldn't have a BSL interpreter, the captions aren't there. So, there's a lot of barriers.
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt then. It's a really interesting point you just made. So let's say you've got a deaf chef. Really good, top-notch chef. Then you've got a hearing chef. So they're at the same level, starting out. They've both got the same level of skills, same passion. The hearing chef can access a wide range of different cultures and foods and information that they can receive, but the deaf chef maybe can't, and they've got those barriers. It means the development is a bit slower with a deaf chef compared to a hearing one.
I agree.
And that's basically the difference, is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences. It's not fair.
Okay, so how do we solve that issue?
I think it's really kind of the government to provide kind of the money, the funding. So if a business said, oh, I've got a deaf client, what does he need? Right, a BSL interpreter or captions or whatever it is, then that's something we can provide. We know that the government will pay for it. It should be automatic. It should be. So everyone has equal access.
Thank you for explaining that. So, in the past you're a vegan, now the focus is more about healthy lifestyles, right? Do you have any tips or advice for someone maybe a little bit drawn to healthy lifestyles, not really sure how to get involved, how to get healthy? What's your tips and advice for them?
So first, I think you should start slowly. Try just maybe one vegan meal every week. And then you can progress to 2, 3, and then maybe after 3-4 months, half of it a week could be vegan. So you could try it. Recipes.
Okay, so when it comes to food, I've got to say I'm a bit thick. So firstly, the first vegan meal of the week, what's your suggestion for that?
Well, you could have lentils, kind of cooked in different styles. You could have vegan feta. So you'd have oil, lemon, black pepper.
Sounds so healthy with loads of rich ingredients. Sounds delicious.
And you could have avocado oil dressing. So if you put the avocado in the blender and oil, and you could put different things in, blend it up, pour it over with a salad, that would be perfect. You could even have it with spaghetti or pastas. So many different ways that you can create these meals that are interesting.
Beautiful. I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
So, second, like experimenting, researching recipes, vegan ones, and you can change them, but so still you have different options. Like, for example, spaghetti, they could have like a mushroom stroganoff. So they use lots of cow's milk cream mixed in, but you could take that out and you could swap it for, say, oat milk cream instead. So there's lots of kind of alternatives that you can use. The third point is like vegan sausages. Third, like the process is easy, so you will get there.
I need to come to your performance and your show and learn how to live and cook healthier. That's for sure. Thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
So people who are living here in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, in the East Midlands, East Anglia, wherever you are, come to on the 13th of September. It'll be a great night and watch the show and get to meet Leah. Is that right?
Leah, like Leah.
Like this?
No, not two hands, one hand.
Okay, meet Leah. Tickets you can buy online or through the CDA through us. It's going to be a beautiful event. Looking forward to it. Thank you again.
Same. And thank you for inviting me for this interview.
Absolute
Hopefully
pleasure.